So figure out how to share it. Figure out how to share it. My gosh, man. About to show you why this game is arguably the most difficult. See what I mean? See what I mean? 3 charge attacks back to back. Then a grab. Then she hits me while I'm doing a charge attack. And then, on top of that, there's hardly any health that's been depleted from her health bar. You can't tell me it's not the hardest game ever. You can't. I'm also not trying very hard right now, just to prove a point. But still, how do I share this? Is there a way to share this? There's gotta be a way to share this. I don't know if I can. Damn, you can't share it. You can't share it live. What the fuck? You can't share it. You can't share it live. Excuse me, lady. Oh, here we go. All right. Mm. All right, I'm gonna show you right now. What would be the best example to show evidence? All right, let's start right here. Let's start combat trial 1, and then I'll go through with the trials I'm most familiar with. That way, That way you have a good working understanding as to why I feel this is the, one of the most difficult. I can't attest for other games that I haven't played, but coming from experience with this one, I have the most experience out of any game probably with this one. All right, as you can see, let me pause it for a second. If you're new to Ninja Gaiden, as you can see, several different reasons why this game is more difficult than others. Main reason is the amount of enemies on the screen at one time. Watch. Look how many enemies are on the screen that are doing different things. Normally, if you have multiple enemies on the screen, they all have one skill set. These all have different. You got some that can charge at you, some that charge from a distance, some that fly, some that defend. You know what I mean? Look at this. It's just this one guy. And then immediately as I land, right, you can't tell me it's not the hardest game ever made. You can't. Look at that camera angle. I have to adjust my camera as I'm fighting, which is also makes it unnecessarily hard. Your character will go in different directions that you're not intending to if you're not familiar with the controls. Like, there's so much to this game to make it more difficult than others. Mainly the camera system, when it doesn't have to be that way. All right. Now you tell me what game you know, past or present, that's as difficult as that. And that's just the first level. That's the first level of the challenge. Challenges are different levels, extra levels besides the story, which you have a limited option of combat. So this one says defeat all enemies within the time limit. Time limit is pretty lengthy. It's not that hard. It's possible, but if you're not, like, if you're a casual gamer, you're not gonna make it past level 1. And then level 2, health decreases over time, which means that despite even getting hit, you're gonna lose health. Also, if you're a normal gamer, you're not gonna make it through that. Health cannot recover, which means that you have to minimize taking damage on 3. You're a casual gamer, you're not going to make it through that. Those are just the first 3 levels. Then it gets increasingly difficult. Trial 4, where you can only use base form, which means that you can't. There's a mode, that's a button you press where it heightens your abilities, called the Gleam form in Ryu, and then there's the Raven form for Yakumo, right? And you can't use that. Now, get this. Your opponents are able to power up on you. So you have to either be, above average with combat or have to have a lot of accessories, which this is also a part of Ninja Gaiden as well, is knowing the accessories. And the only one that will apply, the only ones that apply to this are stuff like this: moderate damage increase. So I'm going to equip. Let's see what I'll do. I will equip two. I'm a defensive player, so I will equip two two defense accessories. One for moderate defense, other one for major defense. With those two together, I should be able to, minimize my health bar reduction. Also, this is something too that you can use, and you have to get these. Mind you, they don't just hand these accessories out. You have to complete challenges. Every challenge has a different reward. Some of them are useful, but I'm definitely a defensive player. So let's see. Let's try this leech health obliteration kill. So, like I said before, every level in the challenges has a different limitation setting. This one right here, you can't use your gleam form, which means that you can't overpower your enemies. You have to be tactical with your movement and charging your enemies like this. Oh, you can only use you can't use your. Look at the camera. Check out the camera while I'm at it. Just want to mention the camera. Shout out to the camera. Look, they're charging every time, but I can't charge back. That's what makes it hard. You can't tell me it's not the hardest game ever made. You can't. What other game is this difficult? Look how aggressive the enemies are and how they evade you every other swipe. They swipe and evade, swipe and evade. Let me get to my zone and stop talking. Get off me. Look at the camera. All right, watch this. I'm going to adjust the camera and watch it adjust itself after an attack. See that? I didn't do that. The game itself, it dictates how the camera is orientated, which is not fair as well, which adds to difficulty. You can't tell me this is not the hardest game that's ever been made. There's no possible way. I don't know any other game that's this technical and overwhelming at the same time. This dude just jumping on me while I'm... This is only like the second set of challenges. It's not even further progressed. This is supposed to be considered easy. Look at the camera. Check out the camera. I have to adjust the camera as I fight. Look at this. It literally is adjusting itself to keep them out of my view. To make them... Look at this. Look. Come on now. Look at the camera. Check the camera out now. I just swiped at that dude and he took no damage. Enemies constantly charging. I can't charge. You can't tell me this is not the hardest game that's ever been created in the history of gaming. You can't. I can't do nothing. Like, I literally can't do anything. And I don't suck. I'm trying to focus and talk at the same time, which is distracting. Come on now, bro. Come on, man. Get real. Did y'all see that? Anybody watching it in the chat? Anybody? Did anybody see that? I've charged 3 times and he still hasn't attacked the main enemy that I was fighting the entire time. Most of my attacks were orientated towards him. Yet every time I charged my attack, it chose to target someone else. Is the mechanics, mastering the mechanics and the camera angle, and the power level of the enemies. It's the hardest game ever made. Nothing else comes remotely close. People mentioning, you know, games from back in the gap or whatever, and I get it. But this is it. I'm telling you, there's no possible way that a casual gamer is supposed to beat this game. There's no way. All right, let me change my accessories or whatever. I'm gonna show you how to. I'm not the master. Like, there's some people out there that are, you know, masterful or whatever. But I have my own personal style, and every level has its different technical whatever. So I'm gonna show you my loadout. Sorry if I'm taking too long talking. Let me see. Key consumption. Yeah, that. This right here, and then if you use Nimpo a lot, you want to use this right here, Hunting God's Orb. Comes in handy, so it takes a lot of energy out every time you do your Nimpo or whatever, and you're gonna need it on these levels like this if you make it this far. It's not, you know, not impossible. You just got to be locked in. In the beginning, they charge you. It's the same thing every time. So once you get used to the pattern, look at the aspect ratio on the screen too. That's what makes it really hard, is that there's enemies off camera charging at you. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can without taking any damage. I want to show off a little bit. I'm not gonna make it far out. And in this level, you can only use a sword. Mind you, there are gonna be enemies flying above you, and you have to be able to reach them. Get off me. Where is he going? Why was he? You see that? I'm fighting the camera as I'm fighting everybody else. He got 2 enemies to fight. Everybody on the screen and your camera. Or the cameraman, may I say. this without a doubt, man, is the most difficult game that's ever been created. I don't think anything else can come remotely close. Watch this. I know what's going to happen before it happens, and you either prepare for it or you're not. Okay, you see how I'm flipping back and forth? That's another tactic about the game, is the targeting. I'm trying to head to where the enemies are, but he's flipping the opposite direction, even though I'm pointing my joystick towards them. See? He did it again, because it's targeting this guy on the ground that's already knocked down. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about these assholes. Get off me. Huh? And then, on top of this, they make the... Why is he headed towards this guy when I'm headed towards him? What I'm telling you. Look at what I'm telling you. I'm showing you right now. Visual proof. What else do you need? I'm aiming my joystick at the other guys and it's headed towards... Dude, every single time. Get off me. Get off me. You know what? Look at this. This guy in the corner just shooting off rockets like a coward. Stop it. Key to this level is get into your ranged enemies first so that you don't have to wait so long before the next enemies appear on the screen. See what I mean? See how he's up there in the air? There's no way for me to get him with the dragon sword. I can't use anything else but sword, which has limited range. Here we go. This is what I was on right here. Come on, let's go. Let's get with it. Get up with me. Get up with me. I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm telling you. Watch this. All right. If y'all new to the game, welcome. I'm not a master by any means, but I'm headed there. I failed at what I was trying to do. You want to extend your berserk mode is what I was... Yeah. Fair enough. It's not my best... It's not my best run. I probably got 4. Yeah, I didn't get to master. I got 91,000 though. I got to master even though I didn't get the clear time. That's all right. It ain't bad. It wasn't a no-hit run though. It's kind of difficult to get a no-hitter on these challenges unless it's the goal. Speaking of, there are several of them that are no-hit challenges, like this one right here, die in 1 hit, which means a no-hit run. That's on level 9. I think there's one earlier. Yeah, level 5. Five challenges in, and you gotta go untouched. It's called being untouchable, and it's not impossible. I just don't have it in me today, to be honest with you. But yeah, and that's just a tactic of the game. You know, they're just showing you how the game is designed for you to take damage. It's literally designed to cheat you out of your health. That's what makes the game so hard. Right here. Let's see. Let me show you something that's crazy. And these challenges, this is by far the worst one. So they have the EX challenges, which means extra. Watch this. Check this out. I'm not even going to prepare you for what happens on this venture. I can't say to you that I'm not going to rage quit, because I possibly will. But let's see how far I get without dying. Let me go ahead and redo my Nimpo. I need this, leech, key, moderate, consumption. We're going to rock with this setup and see what happens. Right off the bat, I tried to use the other Nimpo and it made me select the wrong one. Right off the bat. Camera angle, right off the bat. They purposely put you in corners as well. You gotta watch out. But like what someone was saying before, the game is about patterns. So you notice after you defeat so many enemies, more come into the screen. So you have to be mindful of the new enemies that appear because they're not gonna tell you. You just have to know sometimes. So they have ranged enemies in the corners that you gotta take out first. Like this guy over here, him. And they won't let me target him for whatever reason. So I have to do this and hope it connects what you didn't. And then I'm back over here to this other guy. Come on, there we go. There we go. Get in the zone, boy. Get in the zone, boy. Come on now. Yep, I knew it. There's another one. There he is, right here. And another one. And he's still alive. Look at him. He's still alive. I still can't get to him. I'm telling you, there's no way this is not the hardest game ever created. No possible way. Name one other game that's this difficult, deliberately. Name another game. Name one. One. Past, present. There's no other game. No other way. I'm telling you. Mind you, I beat this one several times, but I just don't have it in me today. I'm gonna play it one more time. But I was trying to prove a point. I'm not playing to my highest skill set right now, just to make it look even worse. The camera has changed 5 times since I've started this level. 5. On its own now. Not because of me. Just like that. I'm down to 25% health from one enemy. 2 enemies. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You can't tell me there's any other game that's this challenging. I don't want to look bad. I know I'm a good player, but it's a really challenging level. It's not impossible, but what you got to do really is just use your Nimpo the whole level, you know. And I don't want to be cheap or whatever, but that's how people do it. Let me show you something else. I'm gonna show you something else that's just ridiculous. Now, should I do this? No, I'm not gonna do that. Not right now. I don't feel like yelling into the microphone. Which level did I do? I don't want to do the one-hit challenges. That's boring. Health cannot recover. I don't like this one either. Let me see. Can only use base form. Yeah, watch this. Check this out. Only use base form. And it's funny because that's the way the game is designed. The game is designed to put you at a disadvantage. When I say that, you can charge attacks. Like you and your enemy can charge attacks. But in this level, you can't. But your enemies can charge. Watch this. Watch how often they charge, yet I'm not able to charge. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Watch. 1, 2, back to back almost. Awesome. And charging serves two purposes. It serves to combat another enemy that's charging, and also to break through guards. You can't break through a guard. So how are you supposed to win this level if you can't break a guard? You just have to be a master ninja, I guess. Come on, try to deal with me. But that's the nature of the game. Like even in story mode, they do this. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Use one of these. Pop a perky. Check him out. Check your boy out. Ain't he fantastic? Look at him. Yeah, come on, bro. Y'all telling me there's other games out here that can rival this as far as gameplay is concerned? Nah, bro. I don't want to hear none of that NES, ghouls and goblins, or whatever y'all talking about. This is it. I'm telling you. And I'm kind of losing on purpose just to show you how bad it looks for someone who's not skilled, because I really could probably go no hit on that level, but I just wanted to prove a point. Let's see, dying one hit. Nah, we're not even gonna get into all that. Let me do this one right here. This is my favorite level, I think. One of my favorites. I'm just gonna show you the tactics that the game uses or whatnot, and why it's arguably the hardest game made. Finger red number 1. I had no idea he was right there. I just hit a button because I had a feeling somebody was on the side of the screen, which he was. That's the nature of the game. Sometimes you just have to guess where someone is. I was trying to go no hit on this one, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about Shinobi or whatever y'all be talking about, bro. You can save all that. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Nobody's touching this game, bro. There's no possible way a casual gamer could do any of this. And this is easy. I mean, once you get accustomed to the amount of enemies on screen, it really is pretty easy. Yeah, that's an easier level. I wanna do some of the bosses. I think I mastered. Let's go to the purgatories. They got certain creatures from Stranger Things. For sure. I've never actually watched that show before, but I heard some things about it. All right, let's get into the purgatories. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause and hit up the threads. That's really why I got on here because we were talking about it on threads earlier. My bad. Give me 1 second, bro. Come on, bro. What you doing? All right, give me. All right, it's based on a true story. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna get into it. This is the purgatory. We're gonna go through all the purgatories today because I'm more familiar with these than anything. The challenges that they are what they are, but these aren't static. You know what I mean? It's not I don't even need this. I'm gonna try to go no hit for this one. I might not. Purgatory challenges are to challenge your this is the easy way, is just to chain landing UTs. Change your ultimate attacks, that way you avoid damage. But it's not always possible because in order get off me. Essentially, you want to hit them before they hit you. This is the bottom line in this guide. Hit your opponent before they get a chance to hit you. Stagger them, charge them, combo them, do whatever you can because you're already outnumbered and they're going to attack you at once. All at once. They're not going to wait for their turn. They're going to jump in. They're going to interrupt you. They're going to shoot you. They're going to overpower you. You just have to attack them before they get a chance to. Where is he going? Where is he going? There's only one enemy on the screen. There's only one guy. Where is he going? Do you see what I mean? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Didn't I just say this? Did I not just say this? Did I not just... Fucking beast mode. What you talking about? Hold on. Cowards. Where is he going? Where is he going? As long as I've been playing this game, I still can't figure this out. That's the first level. That's the first one. As unbalanced and unfair as that was. So now you get it. You get what makes this game so difficult. You can't tell me anything else, man. I don't want to hear it. I wasn't trying to argue with anybody or whatever, and everyone has their opinions or whatever. But this is it for me. I don't know. I had no idea someone was up there. I had no idea there was a guy flying above my head, and you couldn't see him. More importantly, there was no way to see him. No indicator that lets you know he's there. Nothing. Get down from up there. Take out the camera. Why would I want a camera to have this angle if I'm playing an action adventure game? Why would I want to be floor level with my view? What sense does that make? Why would you do this? Why would you change the camera angle when I'm fighting multiple enemies? What sense does that make? Please tell me. Where's he going? Who is he aiming at? There's a guy in the corner. What is he aiming at? Please let me know. Why can't he grab this guy from the sky? Please let me know. And I know there's things that I could do to adjust the targeting, but I shouldn't have to do that. This guy just danced all around the person that I'm trying to hit. He might as well just be in the center of the room baking a freaking cake. Why would I want this camera angle? Why would I want he's facing a wall. He's looking at a wall. He's looking at the wall. He's looking at the doggone wall. Stop all that flipping around. Come here. What are you doing? Why are you facing the wall again? Come over here. What are you doing? Who are you attacking? There's nobody there. What are you doing? You douchebag. Do you see what I mean? Please tell me, what other game you have to become a game designer technician in order to adjust the mechanics of the game to make it playable? No other game. Besides maybe Madden. I mean, but even in Madden, you can see the whole field. You're not restricted to, blindsided view or, just it doesn't make any sense, bro. I'm telling you. Let me take a little break, answer some questions. How are you gonna tell me there's any other game out there that's remotely as difficult as this? You can't. Let me go to 3. Let's go to 3. I don't even know. I haven't memorized the level layout or whatever, but they get increasingly every challenge in Purgatory is based off of the chapter level. So whatever enemies were prevalent in a specific chapter, they're going to be in the Purgatories, right? And you have to equip yourself accordingly. Whether you're going to do the long range or... Let me see if I can get as many Azuna drops as I possibly can. Watch one of these guys start charging red in a second. I guarantee you. Where's he going? Where are you going? Where are you going? The targeting system and the camera angles are two of the most annoying. There's different ways to reach these guys. This is one of my favorites, where you can launch yourself in the air, or you can grab them out of the air, but they have to be targeted. These guys are pretty easy because they're slow, but there's 2 of them, so you have to just be mindful. He probably still didn't. Yeah, I figured that. Did anybody catch that? It's one of the easier ones. It's not that difficult. They penalize you for using items, which I don't use items usually, and clear time, which wasn't quite as short as I wanted it to be. I got a 7 out of 10 for clear time, and with the little factors that that gauge your skill set. It's how long it takes you to clear a chapter or a challenge, which is all about your mechanics and your accessories and the little add-ons that you use. It's things you can do to make yourself more powerful for each level. I try to be up close and personal to get straight to the enemies as soon as possible and weaken them. The longer you leave, I was trying to say, the longer you leave an enemy unattended, the more powerful it gets and more deadly. See, look at this guy in the corner. Look at these guys in the corner that are shooting. What did I just say about leaving someone unattended? Didn't I just say that? Well, it's almost like I know how to play this game, right? Look how many hits it takes to... He's still alive. It's only one player. Come here. I'm telling you. In game, I'm not like a pro or whatever, but this is probably the most annoying level. I picked the most annoying level. Wow. don't know how many. I don't know how many levels there are to this challenge, so I'm gonna conserve everything I have. This might be it. I don't know. And they're still alive. How are they? How is he still alive? Yeah. It's really annoying if you're not familiar with the mechanics. They bait you into going into these corners too. It's a trap. So they sit in the corners and wait for you to pursue them, and then they overload you. So the option is to kill everyone else first and then go after the corners. And then this happens. Wait, he should not. The camera should not be this close up on enemies that have range. Meaning that he should be able to see everything on camera that's attacking him. Am I not? Am I not correct? And the camera should not be moving back and forth like that. It should be stable. Why is it? What's it doing? What this level teaches you how to do is avoid ranged attacks. Maximize your area attacks like this. You want to hit and move, hit and move, hit and move, because they explode on impact after a certain amount of damage that they take. And then do this. Prioritize your landing UTs, or you know, your where did these two guys even come from? You want to extend your berserk meter too. Why knock that boy's wig off? I've never seen that before. Watch this. Man, oh man, oh man. Here they come. Here they come. Here it comes. Die. All things lead back to enemy targeting, the camera angles, and your ability to switch in between and prioritize who needs to be hit and when. That's what makes it difficult. Besides that, it wouldn't be that hard. If you could target any enemy that you want at any time, you know, it would be a lot easier, but it's not. They also took away the wall, what's it called? The wall run moves. That's not an option anymore. I mean, you can do it, but they just evade your wall attacks. So you can't just use cheap, repetitive moves like that anymore. Which is kind of cool. I mean, if you get in the bind, then there's nothing for you to do. Why'd the camera just zoom in? Why do I need to be zoomed in on my character when there's multiple enemies off screen that are trying to hit me? Man, come on, get real. Been trying to hit him the entire level. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Check this guy out. One swipe. This is stupidity, bro. Watch I get hit while I'm on the ground. Look at this. Check this out. There's no reason why this camera should be facing him. And where's that coming from? I mean, there's no reason why this should be in a part of the game. I should not have to change the camera while I'm fighting. You shouldn't. And I'm not just whining or complaining. It's just a fact about gaming. That's what makes this game harder than it should be. Besides characters having honing abilities and charging them. I'm not even up for it today. Just wanted to show y'all. I'm out. Peace out. Five moves. I just did 5 moves and didn't connect one single time. Not one time. And why is the camera moving as I move? What is this? Stop this. I can't even see my captain. Give me it.